Hello everyone. In this video, we will be discussing about all the information regarding Acculate off-campus drive. So please bear with me for few more minutes. I will assure you that all your doubts will be cleared after this. So for those of you who don't know about it, Acculate is an IT company. Now it's open for hiring. It offers a package of 8 lakhs per annum plus a 3 lakhs per annum of a tenure bonus. So it's a very great opportunity for freshers. So those who didn't apply, go and do it on edu thrill platform directly. So the interview process consists of 5 rounds. So the first round is a qualifying round, and second round is a coding round. You will be given only one coding question in this. Third and fourth are technical virtual rounds that will be held on Skype, and fifth round is a HR round. This will be held either on Skype or Google Meet. Once you clear all these 5 rounds successfully, then you will be offered a role at Acculate with the aforementioned package. Coming to the first round, the first round opened on 15th April and it will close on 1st June. So these are the time limits, please remember them. So the first round pattern is little bit different from other recruitment drives. So you need to give, I will tell you how many tests you need to give. So in that, each test will have 5 questions. So each test will have 5 questions and there will be an individual time limit for each question that would vary from 30 seconds to 1.5 minutes. In order to get considered for your application, you need to give at least 20 assessments with a success rate of 60% minimum. So these are the eligibility criteria. You need to score at least 60% in at least 20 tests. So these are must. So please remember them. Next we will see other things. So this is the agenda for our today's video. The first thing we'll be discussing today is the myths surrounding this examination. There are many rumors surrounding this examination, so I will be addressing each and every one of them. And the second thing, we will discuss how to give the test. And third thing is, some students complain that their rank is not visible, so we will discuss that too. And the third thing is, we will discuss the qualifying round cutoff. So how much percentage you need to score in first round so that you will be qualified for second round. And the fourth thing we'll be seeing is how to prepare for the qualifying round. Are these questions same for each and every one, or there is a difference? We will discuss that too. And also we will see the actual questions from this year test. So I have collected few questions. I will be showing them for you so that you will get an idea how this test is being conducted. And sixth thing is, I will also provide you the resources from where you have to prepare so that you can easily crack this examination. And finally, how to prepare for the further rounds. I will also give info about this. So let's keep going. Myth number 1. Some people are saying that, and there is a major propaganda that is running in all Telegram groups and WhatsApps, that qualifying round and further rounds are very difficult for Acculate. But let me tell you, the qualifying rounds and further rounds are not difficult. They're just standard. Like, they are not giving any new questions. They are just picking the questions that are already popular in the internet. So if you can just spend at least 3 to 4 days, then you can easily crack these examinations. So please remove that idea that it will be a very difficult examination, that you won't be able to clear this examination. The questions are very standard and they are highly available in the internet. I will also give you the resources. If you go for those resources, the questions will directly come from that resources only. Myth number 2. So some people say that Acculate is not so popular, so why to spend this much amount of time preparing for this examination? Let me tell you, Acculate is one of the best company to work for a fresher, especially because you will be exposed to lot of opportunities, and there is a very great package also for a fresher. It's around 8 lakhs LPA base plus 3 lakhs tenure bonus. It's a very high package, and you will be exposed to clients directly, and you will have a very great opportunity to learn. This is the best thing. You can learn more in Aculite. So learning is definitely there, and also some surveys state that this is the one of the best growing company in the Silicon Valley. It has branch spread across America, USA, and all these things. So so please remove that idea that your work will go into vain. It's the best company you can work for. There are actually two options for giving test. One thing is you can give it in web application, or you can give it in mobile application, but I recommend you to go for mobile application. So because of web application you have a lot of errors. By mistake, if any pop-up gets in between, your examination will be cancelled for that particular test. It will be automatically submitted. So you have to give it in the mobile application. It's the best way you can give. To give that, you have to go to the menu in that mobile application. There will be 3 lines here at the left. You can go there, and there you can find my account. In my account you can see the freshers challenge. There are actually 2 hiring challenges. One thing is a lateral challenge, another thing is AHC 13 lateral challenge. So don't go for that AH13 lateral challenge. You have to go for AHC 13 fresher challenge, not for lateral challenge. So please remember, don't go for lateral challenge, go for fresher challenge. And some people also complained that a rank is removed from their accounts. So if you go for that menu, there you can see your performance. In that performance you can see different things like progress and all those things. In that, ranking is also there. So if you now click on the ranking, your rank is not visible. It just directly goes blank. So it's not an error, it's a purposeful feature by them, because the ranking is in that particular platform is not so legit, because it considers the score rather than success percentage. So that's why they removed it. So they only be considering about your success percentage, not the score. Okay, that's why they have removed it. Eligibility the qualifying criteria. So I have some of my friends clearing this round in previous years, in 2020, and also some people in this year also clear this interview. Clear this first round, because some people already got the mails for the second rounds. So they said that, and from analysis I came to know about that you need to if you score 70% from 22 tests, it's guaranteed that you will be qualified for the next round. There is no doubt. Like a 70 is something you have to aim for. Even if you get 65 to 60, sometimes even 63 people qualified, if you have more tests, like more than 25. So if you are typically aiming for 22 tests, then your accuracy must be somewhere greater than 65%, but on being safer side you have to aim for 70%. And second thing is, questions are not difficult or different for other users. So almost if you give first 20 tests, there will be almost 100 questions. Out of these 100 questions, 50% questions are same for almost every user. That means if you can just if you already know 60 test questions, then you can easily answer 70% of the questions. So actually we have collected 300 questions, which we will be sharing with you, not right now, but in later stages we will share with you. So out of 20 tests, 50% of the questions are repeating. Remember that. Repeating in the sense, same for every user, not different. So these are the topics you have to mainly concentrate on. So these topics, this weightage we gave, it's not like very random. Me along with my friends and some team members, we analyzed 300 questions which we took, and based on the analysis, these are the strategies we come up with. These are the strategies you have to work. The first thing is DSA, I mean data structures and algorithms, and series questions from aptitude. These contain 50% of weightage. So series you can just go and practice in India Bix, it will be fine. But data structures and algorithms, we will tell you what resource you have to follow. The main topics they are asking in DSA is like you have to know each and every sorting, its time complexities, space complexities, and the best case when the best case is occurring, and when the worst case is occurring. This has to be known in DSA. And apart from that, they are asking about dynamic programming like Condens algorithm and Prim's algorithm, Crucial's algorithm. Which of the following is greedy? Which of the following is dynamic? These kind of questions they have been asking. So if you are perfect in DSA and series, then you can easily score 50%, no doubt. They are very, very direct questions. Not even a single question is difficult. You can directly answer if you know that. And the second thing is DBMS and networks. I am not sure because they're very difficult, I felt, because they're completely out of the box questions. You cannot expect those kind of questions, so I don't recommend you to spend much time on networks. So in other hand, DBMS, they're very easy questions. The topics they're asking is indexing, a few questions on indexing, and primary keys and functional dependencies. They give some functional dependencies. They will ask you to find the candidate key, or else they will ask you also to find which normal format it is in. These kind of questions are there. So it carried almost 25% of the weightage, and the remaining 25% comes from software engineering and computer organization and architecture. So software engineering, they are asking only 2 questions, that's all. After analyzing 300 questions from them, we just came to a conclusion that they are asking only 2 topics. First thing is design patterns, like structural design pattern, and there are different type of structure like command, facade, these kind of structural design patterns that they're asking. And black box testing, there are almost 4 to 5 questions from black box testing also, that is from software engineering. And we also have a few questions from COA. This is pretty much easy, like which how data is encoded in how data is being encoded in computer, which format are being used. These kind of questions are there. And also some DMA control question, dynamic memory allocation questions also they are asking, which is pretty much simple, very direct questions. And these are the resources you have to follow. So these resources we have collected after analyzing those 300 questions, because these questions are mostly from these resources. If you are preparing for DSA, then go for Sand Foundry. There are direct questions like 35 to 40% questions from DSA are directly from this website. There will be subtopics in Sand Foundry, like if you have just now read about sorting algorithms, you can just go there and check, and you can practice questions on sorting and complexities. And also if you want to take some further edge, you go for Greeks for Geeks also, that is previous year GATE questions. And computers and networks and DBMS, as I said, computer networks don't spend much time because they are mostly difficult. And DBMS, you can just directly go for Geeks for Geeks. That will be more than enough. No need to refer any other source. For software and COO, I recommend you to go for Sand Foundry only. Go for Sand Foundry only if you want to take further edge, because if you just practice design patterns in software and DMA in COA, that will be more than enough. No need to extensively practice for that. That's all the resources. Next, so these are some sample questions that I have collected from this particular examination. Out of the set of 300 questions, these are just randomly I've picked 3 questions, because I cannot actually put all these 300 questions, which we are planning, because if our YouTube gets at least 500 subscribers, we'll be putting all those 300 questions in the form of a doc or something like that. and we'll be sharing to all our subscribers also. So these are direct questions from this from that exam. You can see these questions are very easy. This is a serious question which you can try. I am not putting answers, so you can, if you know, you can just directly answer this, or else just try to Google, so that you will know how, from where these questions are being asked. These are very pretty simple questions. This is actually a previous year D8 question, and this is very simple question. This is also very simple question. You can just do. That's the difficulty. And finally, about further rounds like second coding round, third and fourth virtual interview rounds. We actually collected the information or questions from people who recently gave their interviews from Aculite. More or less you will be getting same questions from them only, because they are not asking very new questions. They are actually picking some standard questions only, and then just they are asking in interviews also. In interview you have to mainly concentrate on trees, and trees are all standard questions like least common ancestors, zigzag patterns, in-order traversal, pre-order traversal, with and without recursions, all these standard questions, and some few dynamic programming questions also. And for interview, I mean second round coding question, there will be only one coding question, and that will be based on graphs or dynamic programming. It will be of medium level. If you can solve at least 50% of the test cases, then you will be promoted to the next level. So we have already collected all this information we have with us. So if our channel gets 500 subscribers, we will be putting all these things, and also after that we will also be making videos on trees, standard questions for trees with very clean explanation and with code. Industry level experts will be coming. Those people who already cleared the interviews will be coming and will be explaining for you. So please consider use this opportunity, and please consider subscribing to our channel. Yeah, thank you. That's all.